Hi everyone, it's Andre here, Licensed Immigration Advisor. In this video I've got some pretty massive news about the New Zealand border. The New Zealand government has finally made a decision on what's happening, and there's going to be 3 stages, so I'm quickly going to explain what's happening stage by stage. So stage 1, this just applies to New Zealand citizens and New Zealand residents who are travelling into New Zealand from Australia. So if you're fully vaccinated, you're a citizen or resident, you're flying from Australia into New Zealand, in that case you won't need to quarantine at an MIQ facility. You can just do a self-quarantine at home. So that's pretty good. And the second stage will be even more broad. That will apply again to New Zealand citizens and New Zealand residents, but it will apply to them coming in from any country in the world, not just from Australia. And that starts on the 13th February 2022. And that's the same situation if you're fully vaccinated or have an exemption from being vaccinated, you can then just self-quarantine at home. You don't need to quarantine in an MIQ facility. Now the third stage is probably what people are most excited about, and this applies to foreign nationals, foreign migrants. So from the 30th of April 2022, if you're fully vaccinated or you have an exemption from being vaccinated, you might be able to fly into New Zealand from that date. You'll also need, of course, a valid visa to come to New Zealand. Now, just to be clear, that border opening on the 30th of April 2022, it's from the 30th of April 2022. They can't open everything on that same day, so they can't go from 0% to 100% on the 30th of April 2022, so it'll probably be step by step, stage by stage. Not everyone will qualify to come on that first day, but it'll be spread out slightly, stage by stage. And to come in, you'll of course need to be fully vaccinated. And I'll just quickly go over the requirements. If you do meet any of those requirements to come into New Zealand because you're fully vaccinated, you'll still need to provide your travel history before your departure. You'll need to provide a negative COVID test before your departure. When you arrive in New Zealand, you'll need to do a COVID test and get another negative result. You'll need to self-quarantine at home for 7 days. And then you'll need another COVID test and another negative result before you can be released into the community. So there's still quite a few steps to get through to be exempt from that MIQ process. So if you're a foreign migrant, you're looking at coming to New Zealand, you should know that unemployment is currently about 3.5%. It is extremely low at this time. Part of the reason is because employers have not been able to bring in any foreign migrant workers into New Zealand for about 2 years now, because the borders shut in March 2020. So it's been a while now, and a lot of companies are getting pretty desperate for workers. So there's a very good opportunity if you want to come to New Zealand on a work visa. The other thing is student visas, international education. Export education is a massive industry in New Zealand. The universities and institutes in New Zealand have not been able to bring in international students for almost 2 years now. They're running low on money, so they might be offering some good discounts on courses or scholarships for anyone who's interested in studying in New Zealand next year. So there's a lot of opportunities for work visas and student visas hopefully coming up soon from the 30th of April 2022 and onwards. So if anyone's interested, they should start planning to come to New Zealand next year if that's something you're interested in. The other thing I need to mention is that the New Zealand government is killing the high-risk classification for India, Pakistan, Fiji and Brazil. Those countries were previously classified as high risk, which means you could not travel from those countries to New Zealand. Those classifications are being deleted next month, so they will no longer apply to, if anyone is in that situation, they can't travel from those countries to New Zealand. Well, that classification system is being deleted next month. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to be posting more updates as I get more information. If you like this channel and these videos, please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you all later.